Hi guys, Dr. YouTube. I wanted to do a thing on the water about Flint.
After the environmental
There's 18 cities that have more lead in their water than Flint.
Was safe, an avalanche of water complaints came in. So they report the following, quote, thousands of complaints about drinking water have been discovered coming from communities near fracking activity. This casts doubt on the claims by the Environmental Protection Agency that fracking isn't causing widespread damage to drinking water. EcoWatch reports that Pennsylvania's Department of Environmental Protection has received 2,309 water complaints from 17 of 40 counties where fracking took place. And then here's the most important fact. They say 18 cities in Pennsylvania have lead levels even higher than those recorded in Flint, Michigan, where a state of emergency has been declared by President Obama due to water contamination.
Go check out
Wow.
Secular Talk.
So, for those of you who don't know or you haven't been following the Flint situation, you have Governor Snyder, who made a decision to get water for the people from the Flint River. Now, there were endless warnings about how that's not safe for a variety of different reasons. There's lead in the pipes. It's, we don't know if it's clean, but they did it in order to save a few $1 million. And also, they needed to save a few $1 million because they had just given tremendous amounts of tax breaks to the rich and the corporations. So this is yet another example of cutting corners on stuff that the people need in order to give more favors to the rich. And it just so happens that those rich people funded Governor Snyder's campaign. So it is a horrible story about corruption and screwing over the people. And as a result of that, the water's poisoned now. There's lead in the water. It's discolored. People have been drinking it. They even told people when it was already toxic, it's all right. Go ahead. You can keep drinking it. No big deal. There were posters and stuff that they put up. They said, no, it's just aesthetic. They said, that's the problem. It just looks a little off. So it's discolored. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Well, now people, they getting lead poisoning and it stays in your system for a really long time. There's some reports of Legionnaire's disease, which could be tied to the dirty water as well. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And this is what happens when you don't have effective government making decisions that are good for the people. They say that the water now in Flint is so dirty, it can be officially categorized as toxic waste. I mean, this is a national disgrace. This guy should be brought up on charges for what happened here. So keeping all that in mind, look at what happened here. They're saying, no, there's also 18 cities in Pennsylvania that have lead levels higher than those in Flint, Michigan.
Dang.
No, this is the crisis of right-wing government. This is what happens when you don't have effective, efficient regulations to look out for the people. We've covered the stories on fracking, guys. It's not an open question as to, is it good? Is it going to hurt the water supplies? No, we know exactly how it works. You have all types of corrosive chemicals, toxic chemicals, poisonous chemicals, carcinogenic chemicals that are in the fracking fluid, which they pump into the shale rock, which then pushes the natural gas to the surface, and then they don't have a way to get these toxic chemicals out of the ground, and then over time it leaks into the fucking water supplies. And that's why people can light their fucking faucets on fire. So we know that it's a problem, but the EPA looks the other way because of corruption. We learned about the Halliburton loophole, which says, hey, fracking is exempt from the Clean Water and Clean Air Act. Why would you do that? They do it because of corruption, and this is the result. You have water supplies getting poisoned all over the place. This is the United States of America, man, and the people are being treated like pieces of shit, like they're irrelevant, like they don't matter, like they're just an annoyance to their corporate overlords who are plundering their lands and poisoning their water supplies and ruining their lives. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. We need new, effective regulations on this, and you gotta bring up these people on charges if they're poisoning water supplies. That's not okay.